some hell, you know what I mean. I terrorize the neighborhood. They know that we're up to no good. We're at the house by the cemetery. They don't go in cause it's really scary. The door opens and I head on in. But not a hell now begins. Inside, take a look around. Then we're chased by chuckles of clown. Go up and down the big staircase. A secret panel to another place. I saw a guy wearing a hockey mask. He's carrying a bloody ass. He chases me on down the hall. And blood was dripping from off the wall. Haunted house. All the things I've seen. Haunted house. Being chased by a fiend. Haunted house. I wanted to scream. Haunted house. Hope it's all a dream. Downstairs and they're following me into a room that's full of zombies. They're tearing into all my friends with a snapman and a red. Jumped on my head by chuckles of clown. My knees buckle fall to the ground. And just when things couldn't get any worse, and now they're loading me into the hearse. Haunted house. All the things I see. Haunted house. Being chased by a fiend.
Well, I would like to welcome everyone all to this year's Halloween extravaganza.
Yeah! That's right. Happy Halloween, everybody.
What do you think, Mike? Do you think finally 2011 is going to be the year I make Chuckles happy?
I think so. This is Chucky's favorite time of year, Halloween! Yeah!
So, I mean, we failed miserably in years past between little furry mater things bothering him, little blue things attacking him. The poor guy's had a crummy past couple of years.
Exactly.
So, what do you think we can do here to make this a little better?
Think we're gonna need a little magic.
A little magic?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I can do that. I mean, you know, being a witch nurse and all, I can probably pull off a little mojo. So, are we going big and over the top this year, or just kind of half in it?
I don't know, look at this spectacular skull.
I think that skull says, go big or go home. So, I think we're going to go big this year for this year's Halloween special. What about you?
I want you to enjoy the Halloween, Chuckles. We love you, man. That's right, Skull.
That is what the Glitter Disco Skull says. So, we are going to go into this magical realm. Somehow, some way, I am going to pull this spell off, whether I want to or not. Because I'm kind of getting better. It's not great, but I think we can do this. What about you?
I got faith in you.
Alright, I have Maniac's faith on my side, and with my trusty wand, which is in the wrong hand, I'm a righty, not a lefty. Alright, we're going to take us all to a wonderful place to make Chuckles happy, somehow in a magical world beyond these storms, beyond everything. Alright, well, welcome to the Chuckles and Laugh Show annual Halloween safety tips. This year, Seth Carney is going to give us our safety tip.
Hello. What now?
Yes, now. No, later. When would you like to tell the children their safety tip?
What's the safety tip?
Whatever you want it to be. This is all you.
Remember, kids, on October 31st, or in some towns 30th, because they're really lame and they make you trick-or-treat the day before.
Yes.
But whenever you go out trick-or-treating, always remember, strangers do have the best candy on Halloween, but be careful what strangers you take that candy from. And if some guy looking like me happens to roll up in a windowless van, promising you oodles of candy and puppies and shiny quarters and ice cream if you get in the van, you probably shouldn't. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a clown.
Welcome everyone to the Chuckles and Laugh Show Halloween Spectacular. Yeah! We got a lot of special guests tonight for the episode. A lot. It's an action-packed episode. You guys are going to have a blast. It's going to be gory. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be funny. Everything tonight. We're pulling all the stops out for the Halloween special. I can't even begin to tell you how much fun it's going to be tonight. Hopefully I don't die like I do every episode this Halloween. Well then, I'll see if I get done.
Stop shaking, you know what's coming up. Yeah. Where's the co-host? No Dorky? No Maniac Mike? Please don't tell me the biggest show of the year and I'm stuck with you as a co-host.
Yeah.
Alright, this is now the Creature and Worm Show. I quit. No. This is the Chuckles and Laugh Show, and here we are for the month-long Halloween special. We have, of course, for you, some great guests and our version of the Wizard of Oz, which that ought to be very, very twisted. Deadly Dan, as much as I'd like to run you through with this sword and spill your blood all over this, I need your sorry ass, so please park it over there. Was that you?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's Val. How many people in here like haunted houses?
Yeah.
That was not very reassuring. How many people in here like haunted houses?
Yeah.
How many people in here think the haunted houses in Rhode Island kicks ass?
Yeah!
That was a little better. Alright. How many people in here have been to local haunts such as the Trail of Terrors? Scary Acres? Yeah, there's only one person that's been to Scary Acres. I'm sorry. I hate to do this. Field of Screams. How many people here have been to Field of Screams?
be nice. How many people here have been to a Chuckles the Clown haunt? How many of you have had the privilege of being at a haunt where I am at my worst? Well, today I brought some of my friends and my family that are always at their worst 365 days a year, like myself. But we also have a very special guest, a return guest, which, if you guys haven't noticed, he is a Rhode Island superstar, and the guy is so modest about himself. He really has done a lot to boost because once they found out that, hey, the Chuckles the Clown has an ex-ghost hunter on his show, they actually started watching me. Thank you very much for that. We're very excited once again to welcome back the one, the only, we'll get the music ready, Keith Johnson for Ghosts Are Near! Welcome back, my friend. Chuckles. Welcome back. Deadly, you ugly son of a gun, give him the mic.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome. Welcome once again to the Halloween Spectacular. Keith Johnson, without a shadow of a doubt, the most views ever on Halloween Spectacular in cable access history.
Well, it's good to be here. Can I hold the mic?
You're more than welcome to hold the mic.
Yeah.
We don't have those fancy mics like you do with the collar things yet. Some of our inmates tend to eat them. They think they're chips and whatnot.
Everybody gets hungry, right?
That's right. You have been a busy man, a very busy man, and I have been following your career throughout the year here. With also the release of your second book. The first one, which, by the way, was very good reading. And if you haven't read it yet, we will give you the address to pick that book up. Outstanding writing. You are a fan of modern horror to the point where you actually are related to Rhode Island's native H.P. Lovecraft.
Indeed, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a blood descendant of H.P. Lovecraft in here at Chuckles and Laughs.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Thank you. Yes, my distant cousin, Howard Phillips, yes. Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and proud to be a blood relation to him, distantly related. But yes, I am very proud to be related to H.P. Lovecraft, Rhode Island's own native son.
Who wouldn't be as Rhode Island's Edgar Allan Poe? Which, ladies and gentlemen, Edgar Allan Poe did frequently visit Rhode Island. His sweet Eleanor was a resident of Newport. Her house is actually up next to one of my very favorite bars, which I cannot mention because I don't have permission. But her house is actually up there and is part of a bookstore. And there's a little ghost story for you. It actually is said that Edgar Allan Poe walks the streets looking for his poor Lenore. I don't know how much of that is a Rhode Island story, a Rhode Island fact. Have you heard anything about that?
Yes, I have. Benefit Street. Benefit Street is supposedly haunted by the shade or spirit of Edgar Allan Poe. One time a college professor did see what he thought to be a drunkard lolling on the steps and of a building, and he approached him, but the man bore an astonishing resemblance to Poe. We know of photographs of him, and he was just babbling incoherently. He said something about the conqueror worm, which of course Edgar Allan Poe euphemism, and when he turned around, the man was no longer there. Also, a carriage has been seen, a 19th century style carriage has been seen silently going along the streets right in the Benefit Street area. There have been mysterious faces looking out of windows where supposedly nobody resides. So yes, his shade has been supposedly seen on Benefit Street. So there is some good... Well, Edgar Allan Poe, he was obviously somebody who suffered from what we would call clinical depression these days. And supposedly some of that emotion is lingering behind on good old Benefit Street in Providence, Rhode Island. So if you're ever so inclined, you go down to Providence's Waterfire, take a little trip up Benefit Street after hours and walk along. You may encounter something you're not expecting.
That would be really cool to have an interview with Edgar Allan Poe. Nurse Misery put that in a quotes that you will be bringing Edgar Allan Poe back from the dead so we can talk to him. We're going to go to a commercial break very shortly, and we'll be right back.
Show. Oh, no, we're not. We're here with Keith Johnson from Ghosts Aren't Here. Some of you may be tuning in thinking, what the heck has happened?
I know I would be. Modern technology. I hate this thing. There we go. Basically going to eat this thing, modern technology. A lot of you are coming back, you're very confused. Talking about confused. But what are you doing? Dad, that's my job! Sorry about that sudden thing of violence there, Mr. Johnson.
Well, I know what happens on the set, and the show must go on.
Let me see that sword so you don't stab him. We don't need to be stabbing the guest. That would be very bad. Very bad.
See you again, Maniac Mike. Glad you're back. The other co-host was a bit silent.
We kind of duct taped him for a reason. Ladies and gentlemen, you might be confused, thinking, what's going on? This is 8 o'clock on a Saturday. Ghosts Aren't Here is not on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very famous Keith Johnson sitting in the guest seat over here. Of course, he's a critically acclaimed, famous author of Rhode Island and very good writing. He also partakes in his own paranormal group as well. And it's to help out the youngsters out here that have either they want their houses cleared or are just curious of what's inside their house. And sometimes curiosity, ladies and gentlemen, it definitely does kill a cat. However, here we are, we're going to talk about a very famous Rhode Island landmark that is supposed to be haunted, and the ghost hunters have investigated it in numerous places, have investigated it, and have come back with very successful EVPs, shadow figures, you name it. We're talking about
Old Slater Mill, Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Now this is the oldest first manufacturing plant, right?
It is the oldest modern cotton manufactory in the country. It was the original cotton manufactory, the first modern one, by modern terms, you see, where they actually used this constantly running machinery. And that's the first mill that actually acted as that. So, yes, it is the original cotton mill in the United States, actually.
Now, you perform ghost tours there? You have people come into the haunts?
Yes, we do. They're seasonal, but also they're sporadic. Different times of the year we'll hold a ghost tour. So it pays to go to the website, slatermill.org. And but our Halloween season, of course, is upon us. So we're beginning to do the ghost tours, and they're done on weekends, Fridays and Saturday evenings. Sometimes, if we have enough response, we do 2 tours a night. And Slater Mill, the Slater Mill site, is comprised of 3 buildings. Slater Mill itself, 1793. The Wilkinson Mill, stone building, which is 1810. Then the old Sylvanus Brown House, which is a private residence, built in 1758. All 3 buildings on the site are known to have paranormal activity. Now you have to remember, this being an old mill, Slater Mill and the Wilkinson Mill, a lot of intense labor went on there, and in Slater Mill there was actually child labor. Children as young as 6 years old could be employed there for up to 12 hours or more a day. So there is a lot of emotion left behind there, we believe. And Wilkinson Mill, that was a man's place. That's where the professional machinist worked. So That's where the water wheel is housed, and the Gray Man has been experienced there. We call him the Gray Man in that place. And the Sylvanus Brown House, there seems to be a spirit of women and children there, a family kind of setting there. So, you know, take your pick. We do investigate all three buildings. And at this time, Chuckles, I'd like to personally ask you to come down and be our personal guest investigator for one of our ghost tours. What do you say, studio audience?
Can I bring some children down to put them back to work?
Oh, yes, yeah.
I have plenty of nieces and nephews that I'm sure the old tenants of that would enjoy their labor.
Bring them on down. We'll put them to work.
But they do say that trigger activities brings the ghosts out.
Yes, yep, exactly. Sometimes known as the Singapore effect. Did you ever heard of that, Mike, the Singapore effect?
Not familiar with the Singapore effect, but what I am familiar with, I did a school assignment on Samuel Slater, and you are absolutely correct about the child labor that went on over there. I read about all that stuff in various books written about Samuel Slater.
I full-heartedly believe in child labor. It builds character.
Builds character, yes. Yep. May lose a few fingers, but it does build character.
Hey, these shoes were built by child labor. They did a great job over in China. They still haven't caught up to our times right now. I don't think they ever will. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to change the pace and the haunted houses and the hay wagons, and you want to experience something really out of this world, please do check out the Slater Mills website. Check where these haunts are, because I know personally I haven't been there since I was a little itty-bitty clown when it first started off. You know, good Samuel was good to me. He gave me butter on toast every now and then. Good man. However, go check this out. It's one of Rhode Island's hugest icons, and we take it for advantage of this in our backyard.
That's right. It's right in our backyard, and so many guests come by, they say, this is the first time I've been here to Slater Mill, and it really is quite an attraction. It's very, very historic, and the ghost tours were organized by my brother Carl, and they've been a hit ever since. And actually, the first day of the ghost tours, we had phenomena. One of our senior interpreters was shoved from behind while he was up. This is in the middle of the day, too. Before the ghost tours even started, a woman came in with her lip trembling. She reported she'd just seen a little girl dressed in antique costume looking out an upstairs window of the Sylvanus Brown House. She said, "You don't employ children here, do you, as tour guides?" We said, "No, we don't," my brother told her. And, well, she looked up again and that little girl was still there. So to this day, we don't know who she is. We've had a few names come out on EVP, calling out various names, but we still don't know who that little girl might represent to this day.
Halloween ever. Ooh. Oh, look at that cute purse. Hey, give me
that.
No, I'm not gonna give that to you. No.
Ew, look at that dog.
Isn't Tata so cute?
Nah, he's an ugly Tata.
Get her, Tata.
Oh my God! Get your dog off of me! What's wrong with you?
No, I'm taking your purse. Goodbye.
We're the Cotton Candy Kids. I'm Cotton Candy Kid number 1. This is Cotton Candy Kid number 2. Say hello. Hello. What the heck is this? Are you ready to my act, schmuck? You're not Cotton Candy Kid. We are. What are you doing? Hey! You're ruining everything. You're ruining this whole production here. I just have to go on Broadway. You don't follow the rules here.
Come on, Tata. Let's follow this path.
I gotta talk with you afterwards. You're being a bad Cotton Candy Kid.
What on earth are you boys doing?
I'm going to dance here. Just stop doing the whole thing.
I don't want to be involved in this.
No,